camera stream, start video transmission. Okay, it says we're live. And I'll take its word for it. Hello, everybody. Should I move the camera over to you a little bit? I can't get it right. There we go. Okay, the dog's in his spot. We're in our spot. You got some goofy looking thing on your head. We're good. We're here.
Trick or treat.
Can you see us and hear us, first of all?
Trick or treat for Halloween. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Trick or treat for Halloween.
Are you okay? Did that chicken on your head lay an egg?
It's
or
not
something?
chicken.
What the hell is it then? Oh, it's a unicorn. Okay.
A rainbow. Happy unicorn.
Okay. I'm
Trick or treat.
trying not to get my eyes poked
Trick
out
or
with.
treat. Trick or treat. I got my troll buddies with
Yeah,
me.
you're gonna drop one.
Man, you think I could go out and get candy? Think I could go trick or treating?
Go to the store and buy some candy if you want.
Yeah, it's probably. Would anybody buy this? Would anybody give me candy?
I don't know.
Oh man.
I don't know.
I think kids are gonna be out tonight. I think some kids probably went out tonight. They'll go out tomorrow. I know Thursday night they're gonna be trolling the neighborhood here. And
If it's nice out, we'll go out and pass out candy.
Yeah.
Not, we'll
see,
stay in.
I don't buy candy unless I know I'm gonna pass it out, because usually what we do is I'll get some bags of candy. We'll pick out a few pieces we want for later. A few pieces.
A few. Better be a few.
And then we pass all the candy out. And usually the last couple stragglers, they get a whole load of candy from us. And I don't chimp either. I get the chocolate bite size, the fun size. Did I really have a piece size?
Yeah. Well, it's not like we're passing out full-size candy bars or anything.
Nobody pulls out full-size candy bars. Man, they're like, what?
Well, they're like a buck and a half a piece.
I mean, there was somebody in this neighborhood that did it one time.
Yes,
I don't know.
one time, probably back when he was getting for a quarter a piece.
Oh, jeez.
You know, there were 50 cents in the machine, so you probably go to the grocery store or someplace, a discount place, and maybe get them for, you know, what worked out to be a quarter a piece.
And I might be wearing this Thursday night just to keep my head warm.
You might.
Because we hang outside at the end of our drive. That's
our
how
chairs.
we do it. That's how we do it here, because our driveway, you have to go up gravel hill to the door.
Yeah,
And
so
it's just easier and safer just to, particularly for little kids and the parents with the strollers and stuff. It's just easier to go down at the end of the drive.
We'll just
and
hang out at the end of the driveway. They roll by.
Our yearly update with the neighbors around us, you know, because they did the same thing. They sit out at the end of the drive because it's just easier and safer.
My one neighbor / cousin wants to come over and talk politics the whole
Oh,
time.
God.
I indulge. I let him
We love this cousin.
Yeah.
We love him, but we're definitely on the opposite sides of the fence. And last year we were out there for 2 hours after the trick or treating was done
because he had to.
He wanted us to convince
espouse the values of his political.
Right. You know, we love him, and we you know, we're courteous. I mean, you know, it's okay to agree to disagree. All right.
Yeah.
I think we've kind of skipped that one now in today's society, but
no,
But it's fun. It's fun to see the kids in their costumes, and you know, it's hilarious. You know, it's just good, safe fun for kids, as long as people come down our drive at the right speed limit, and it's all good.
Speaking of drives, I was in Jeremy's driveway this week. I went to his house this week.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about trick or treaters coming to his door.
No, I think I think he's pretty much got that problem licked. Oh, Pamela Lynn's here.
Hey, Pamela Lynn. What else we got here? We got Janet Elbury. Linda,
Mr. DeWitty.
We have Lenny. Hello.
What's with all I'm sure you guys aren't doing this, but there's a lot of numbers after names now. That's kind of weird.
I don't know. It could be.
I don't know whether YouTube did that or I doubt if Pamela Lynn changed her name to Pamela Lynn 6051, and Linda Lazier changed it to 7237, and I don't know what all that's about.
I don't know. All I know is I'm Conkys' wife, Noreen.
Yeah.
I don't think too many people would have that call name. I don't know, but
who knows? knows?
Who knows?
Maybe there's so many people on YouTube they feel they need to do that.
Yeah, I'd be wondering how many people are on YouTube. I'm sure it's in the millions.
I don't know.
A lot of people on YouTube. And anymore now, if you want to find something decent to watch, you have to go to YouTube.
Can't do it on network TV anymore.
No, because it's all the same stuff.
So I went to Jeremy's.
What did you do at Jeremy's?
Because I felt the need to go over there and help him with his toys that he found in that last unit.
Oh, you did you?
And we were able to match up a few toys that it's like playing match game with all this stuff, because it's like you draw the line from this to that and this to that. So that was fun, and he conned me into taking something to restore.
He conned you.
So I'm gonna.
Why did Jeremy con Conky?
I guess you'll see, because I'm gonna have to.
It's because of it. Anybody who knows, they all know Match Game. If you're a certain, you all know Match Game. We thought it was funny back then, but now as we're adults, we realize how funny it really was.
Yeah.
It got to the point that everybody would pick Richard Dawson for the big game, the end game, it got to the point that they had to figure another way to get somebody else picked besides Richard. I forget exactly what
Maybe
they did.
just take him off the show?
You had to roll us. I think you had to roll. You rolled, and whatever name it landed on, that's who you, because they were just picking Richard Dawson all the time. And they would win. That was it.
Well, we got Avery's all in here too. Dream Lord. We got J&J. We saw them today.
Yeah, we saw them today.
TDK Collects is here.
Hey,
all these people we're going to be seeing a couple. Oh, and I feel like an idiot now because I didn't think of this until we got home. I think I was letting the dog out when I thought about it. We owe J&J some money.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, I meant to pay them today for the I think that's all. I mean, we can take care of that off YouTube, but.
Well, they were really nice. They because Conkys scored big. How'd you score big?
Well, you guys see that thing in the thumbnail. I went to buy. I already sold that, and I sold it before I went to the auction. And I sold it for quite a bit of money. I'm not gonna really, reveal what I sold it for, but it's called a Jacob's Ladder, and those things sell used for about $2,500 to $3,000. New, they're closer to $6,000. And one of my customers just wanted one of those for a couple years. And I asked him if he had any interest in one, and I mentioned a dollar amount, and he just jumped at it. So I went and picked up one today. I got that at the auction. The opening bid was $25, and I was bid against a couple times, but I wound up getting it for under $100.
Yeah, so Conky has an opportunity to actually make something called profit.
Yeah, oh boy, what do you know?
Profit.
But if anybody's ever been on one of these things, it basically is just, I don't know if you can tell by looking at it in the picture, you get on it and it's a ladder, and the ladder just keeps coming at you. You just keep having to climb. And the only way to stop it is to stop climbing, and when you go back towards the end of the no, there's no stop button.
Oh, there's no stop button.
You just stop climbing, and then it just before it throws you off, it stops.
So it kind of figures out that you...
Yeah, it kind of figures out that you stopped. But it's a neat little piece of equipment that I was able to pick up. And it was nice because it was at the City of Medina auction, and our instructor, our teacher, Mark Walton, was doing the auction. So it was really nice to see him.
See him in action.
And there was one other thing there I wanted, and I'm surprised Joe didn't bid on it. The only reason I didn't go higher is because I didn't know how cheap I was going to get the one piece I went there for, but I really, really wanted to buy, and actually bid on, but didn't get, one of those speed trailers that if you live on a residential street and you call the cops and you complain that people are flying up and down your street, they bring one of these trailers out and they set it up, and it says speed limit's this, and it says your speed is, and then it does the radar, and it puts it up on a little sign. And that thing went for...
I think it went for $500.
I think I bid $500 on it. It went for $550. And I had enough money. Well, it turned out I had enough money to buy the trailer and what I wanted with me, because but I like I said, I didn't know that the thing was going to go for under $100. So or otherwise, I'd maybe put one more bid on the trailer.
Mm-hmm. But it was one of those deals too that particular item wasn't advertised. It was like a last minute.
No, I think it was advertised.
Well, you saying there's a lot of stuff.
There was that particular item was on the advertisement, okay. But I didn't think I didn't know how cool it was until I went and saw it. You know what I mean? I mean, it was just really neat. I'd have set that thing up at the end of my driveway and just let it sit there. I'd have driven around it to get into my driveway. And nobody could have done a damn thing about it.
That's true. They would have complained, but there's probably
people could have complained. They couldn't have done a damn thing about it.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, there's when it comes to trick or treat night, because it's from 5:30 to 7 on a weekday. So everybody's coming home from work when we're doing trick or treat in the neighborhood. And there's been a few times some cars come down the street like, dude, it's 25. Do you not see the little kids? Why are you going 30 to 40 miles an hour?
Well, I get pissed off when they're going 40 miles an hour. I don't care whether the kids are out there or not.
But particularly when the kids, like the
yes,
kids
particularly when the kids are there.
You see the kids. Does it not compute? Slow down, slow down, slow. That would have been fun to just have that flashing out there.
Yeah.
That's all. Though I think it would have stopped. Well, does it flash during the night?
Yeah, it's got batteries.
Oh.
It charges itself during the day, and then it stays on at night. Yeah.
I thought it was just solar panel.
No, it's solar panel. It had 2 big batteries in there. I mean, there was probably, the trailer without all the equipment stuff in it is probably still a $500 trailer. Or you can't buy a decent little trailer for,
Yeah, and Joe was showing us on eBay that just the pieces, parts of it, were selling for real good money.
Yeah, just like $2,000. So
yeah, you could have made some.
I should have bought it. I didn't.
But you had a mission going there. You need that. If I get this, because you had the sale. If you got it, you have the sale.
So anyway,
what
I started to say was really nice because on the way out there, I stopped by my friend's. He's got an industrial yard, and I have a 20-foot box there, a 20-foot shipping container, and I had some skids in there, and I knew I was going to need a skid. Mm-hmm. So I got one of my skids out and I threw it in the back of my truck and I'm leaving. I look and I see my buddy's got a bigger skid, a pallet sitting there. So I sort of stole his and left mine. And we went out there, and after I bought it, I just went out and got the pallet, and Joe helped me get the machine onto the pallet.
And Jenna was helping too, so Thank you so much, you guys. Stick around because that was a big help.
I don't know who would have. I mean, I'd have had to con somebody in to help me.
Yeah, you con
do
Joe.
That. Yeah, I con Joe. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to take this off. I'm getting toasty.
Well, I get the
heater on. It's toasty down here, and now I'm getting. Yeah, now it's getting crazy, so I'll take that off. Whew.
So anyway, they had a guy running around there with a forklift that was, loading things up. So we just rolled the door open, and the guy came with a forklift, and he put it in the back of the truck, and we drove home. Mm-hmm. We stopped at Culver's on the way home, but we drove home.
Yeah, we had to stop at Culver's.
Yeah. I had forgotten there was a Culver's there.
Until I said something.
Yeah.
Because we had breakfast, and it was, what 12:30?
Well, yeah, we had like a Pop-Tart that morning.
Pop-Tart. Just something to keep the stomach from really gurgling and making bids for us at the auction because it's loud.
Well, okay, I got to tell this story.
Okay, we have to point this out?
Yeah, we got to point it out.
We have to point it out.
Well, what did you think was going to happen?
I thought you'd forget.
So, you guys know the story of when I built my garage. I had my skid steer in the backyard. I had the bucket on. I had it all the way up, and my buddy had a ladder in the bucket, and he was all the way up on the top of the ladder. He's got the chainsaw over his head, and he's cutting down a branch on a tree.
Yeah,
I've told that story.
Definitely would have been. It could have gone bad.
Yeah, it could have gone bad, but it didn't. I mean, I was watching out for him, and people were like gathering around. It was you and his Uncle Jack that lives a couple doors down.
Yeah, we were watching.
Yeah, just sort of watching, make sure he didn't kill himself. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We had to call the paramedics, that kind of thing.
The first item for sale in this auction was a 36-foot height bucket truck. And if you don't know what that is, it's like it's a 1-ton. This was a Chevy with a bucket on a hoist that lifts the operator up, and they can like work on trees or power lines or whatever. So she's telling, and I'm hoping Joe will buy this so that I can borrow it from him. I wasn't going to buy it. It went for too much money, but I was hoping Joe would. And
okay.
So she's telling the story.
And they've started the bidding.
Yeah, they were bidding on the truck. She's telling the story of... I think they were bidding on the next truck. She's telling the story of the skid steer and my buddy, and she's going like this with her arm, and the auctioneer's over $5,000. You started Microsoft Copilot. Why did you do that?
I don't know.
All right, hang on.
I'm sorry. I know.
Well,
there we go. Yeah, you know.
So she's doing this with her arm. And I looked at her, and I looked over at Mark, and he's like taking her bid. So, you know, I just grabbed her arm and like, don't do that. We'll tell you the story later. Mm-hmm. Luckily, bids advanced past the $5,000, and we weren't on the hook for buying this damn truck.
Oh, of course, I got the luck. The luck. You wives know the luck.
Well,
I'm sorry. I can be animated when I'm talking sometimes.
But that wasn't the first time. Well, I'll tell you what. The other two times, they mistook your bid. We should have just taken the unit. Because one time it was
all those games.
Chris with all those games. The other time it was Jeremy, where we were out in Worcester. Mm-hmm. And he wound up getting the unit instead of your accidental bid. And I think he found it was like a bunch of new wrapped Christmas gifts. There was a safe with coins in it.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking to.
Yeah, it was the same unit at the same facility that I got the Vince unit on, like the next auction there. So yeah, those two mistake bids we should have gone with. The third one, I don't know. I really didn't want. I would have
been in the doghouse.
Yeah, I really didn't want a rotted out old Ford truck with a worn out plow on it, and I think that thing went for.
It went.
God, I think that thing went for close to $10,000. It went for like $8,500. It was just insane what that truck went for today.
So there was a good morning. The weather was wonderful. I mean, for October 25th, it was wonderful. I mean, you know, you did jackets, and I think I had gloves on when we were outside, but it was wonderful.
I was wearing a hoodie.
Yeah, sun shining. It was a wonderful day to go to an auction. But Conky conquered. He went there for one thing and got it, and he got it dirt cheap.
Yep.
So.
And I bid on a few other things. I just didn't get anything else. No. There wasn't, other than the trailer, there wasn't anything else that I really wanted while I was there.
Well, who wants to look at my ugly foot?
Well, it's the Eddie cam, not the your foot cam.
No, nobody wants to look at my feet. I don't even want to look at my feet.
Nobody has to sit on our hands at all auctions. Well, luckily, we were outside in the fresh air. And there was no place to sit. But Jane Lord said that.
There was a place to sit, but I wasn't going in there for anything.
Oh, I'm sure that was disgusting. Well, I mean, but you know, there was no other bathroom, so Mark, being the responsible, conscientious auctioneer that he is, brought in a porta potty. And
there needs to be two porta potties.
Yeah, okay.
One for guys, one for girls. Thank you. That's all.
You mean a clean one and a disgusting one is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Jane wants to know, has Eddie been a good boy this week?
Has Eddie been a good boy? Well, did you have to bathe him this week?
Did he get a bath this week, or was that last week?
That was last week. So
he did not have to take a bath this week.
He had no baths this week.
Yeah.
I mean, he found. I caught him this week. This was funny. It was cute. I come out in the living room and he's chewing on tissue, and he's chewing on it, and I go, Eddie, and he's like,
kind of like Lucy was with the.
Oh, like I wouldn't see you chewing on that tissue there. You know, he's quiet. We do have to be a little clever with him now because we do know he will get into stuff. So we do have to do the look around before we leave the house to make sure.
And he was alone for quite a few hours today. We left the house at
around 8:30.
About 8:30, and we didn't get home till
about 1:30.
Like 1:30. So
yeah, so
he was home alone quite a bit today, but he was a good boy.
But yeah, he's usually he usually sleeps a lot during that time of the day to begin with, anyways. But Yeah, he was very excited when we got home. Oh, you came back. I'll eat again. Yay.
So this week, one of the things I did was, and I mentioned this last week, I upgraded the computer. It was going to be the one down here, but I wound up upgrading the one upstairs. And I got a couple really nice big monitors. And if you guys watched AA this week, you saw, the setup I have up there, behind me with all the Hot Wheels. So I'm going to be doing AA from up there from now on. But anyway, I set up the computers with a different operating system because Windows 10 is going away and Windows 11 is a nightmare, and I wanted to go with something else. So I'm not with Microsoft anymore on that computer. And one of the things I did, because I've got a better computer up there now, is it can do like slideshows for your screen background. And I loaded up a bunch of pictures of Roxy, of Ruprecht, which was our Pomeranian we had quite a few years ago, and Lucy, which was our English Springer Spaniel we had before.
Did you put any Corgis on there?
I don't know that I have any Corgis. I did find one picture of the dog I had when I was a boy, and her name was Sammy too.
Sammy Jane.
Her name was Samantha. She was a female. And so I'm going to try to scan that and get that in there. And I got to get some pictures of Sammy in there. And I'll get some pictures of Eddie in there too. But it just cycles through, and sometimes I just sit there and watch it.
Oh, you love your dogs.
Yeah.
You love your dogs. You used to come off the bus, and there'd be Sammy Jane, you'd say, coming down the drive to greet you.
Yep, sideways.
Yeah.
Lenny wants to know I went to Ubuntu. No, I went to Mint. Ubuntu is in the garage. I'm going to upgrade that to Mint as well.
What?
But it's Linux Mint is what it is. It's basically easy to get used to because it's just like Windows, only not a pain in the ass. There are some things that don't work on there that I've got to find a workaround for, but it's...
I know they keep updating all these, all these...
Well, I mean, it's like...
I get it, but...
when I get a Windows machine, I've got to pay for the Office, like the Excel and all that I use for work. Well, it's free with Linux, and it just imports right in and just works like it's...
And we don't need all those upgrades. I was probably perfectly fine with the Excel 8, 7.
Yeah. And
just whatever. I mean...
the other thing is... The computer is so much faster with the other operating system on it. Once you get used to how it works, it's... Oh, and I've got this thing on my phone now where I can link up to the Linux, and I can like control the mouse with my cell phone, with my Samsung cell phone. I can turn the computer off with my phone. I can do all kinds of stuff just from my phone. So I don't know. It's going to work better for me, but anyway, that's
all that matters. That's all that matters. I know I was very busy this week. I don't know if any of my other eBayers out there have noticed a tick up in the sales, but I definitely got some tick up in the sales this week.
Well, you sold a bunch of
some very vintage plastic toys called Viking.
It's called Viking, but it's spelled Viking because it's German. Wiking. And so you got to spell it that way for the eBay searches.
And it was a lot of work involved because first of all, I had to figure out, okay, what are these? You want to be specific. You can't just say Viking plastic toy. You got to be a little more specific because there's like 60 years of this toy out there. And I was fortunate. I did stumble across a website that had all their catalogs going back to 1940s. So I was able to pinpoint that a lot of the stuff that I had to sell, which was in fantastic condition, was either late 50s up to in the 60s. So I had to identify each piece. Now what got very interesting is when you're looking at the catalog, it's written in German. So I would have to actually take some of these terms and pop them in a German to English translator to figure out, okay, what are they saying? And it took some time because some of the earlier catalogs, those were hand drawn Those weren't pictures; they were hand drawn. And I'm looking, trying to figure out everything. Sometimes they did stamp a number on it. Sometimes there was nothing, and you just had. It took me some time, but I mean, it got to the point. One gentleman bought a couple of them. And he goes, "You got any more?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm working on listings. I'll get them all out." He goes, "Well, let me know when you get them all out." And I was hoping to do it Thursday, but it just took so long to get the listings together that, Friday morning he, messages me, well, when they're going to be out. I said, well, they'll be out by noon today, because by then I had the pictures. It just mattered putting the pictures and the listing together. But
yeah, and you've been getting up real early in the morning to do your eBay work now.
Yeah, I've changed. I had to change everything, and I basically had to put. I know there's chores, house chores have to be done, but they have got to be on the back burner. I've got to, I got to get in there and get stuff up. And I was busy this week, so I lost up. So that was good.
Yeah, you work hard.
Thank you. And he was so nice, because I have to confess, by the end of yesterday, I had a load of dishes to do, and there was just no getting around it.
I don't think there was any dishes left to eat off of.
It was getting to, well, it was like 2 or 3 days and stuff kind of piled up, and it's like, I was so busy. A couple days this week I had to, help my stepmom out, and that took some time, and then, I had a couple other appointments I had to take care of, so I was really, really rolling all this week. So, kind of looking forward to next week. I don't have so much on the calendar. I hope.
Well, maybe eBay will be as busy next week as it was this week.
Yeah, and it won't be so crazy that everything was really getting pushed around. So
one of the things that happened this week. Now I'll kind of let you guys in. When we went to auction school, our instructor Mark had mentioned that there's like a window. We have to have to take our test for auctioneers. For our auctioneer's license, we have to sign up no more than 30 days prior to the test, but no less than 14 days, I think, or 15 days. So there was this 2-week window. It was last week and this upcoming week, where we can sign up for the auction exam, auctioneer's exam. And so you go online and do it, and I scanned in, the bond form, the background check, and the certification from school, and sent it in. Now, I didn't realize it at the time, but I only took the scan of the bond form is like 2 pages. It's the bond form, and then there's what's called a power of attorney. And I guess I only did the power of attorney. I forgot to do the bond form. Now, one of the things that was mentioned from people who have already passed their auctioneer's license and have gone down there and done it already. One of the things that's mentioned is there's a person that's in charge of all that, and this person's a very reasonable, very nice person, but you don't want to get on their bad side, because there's like only one person in the department.
In other words, use your manners.
Well, yeah, I mean, use your manners and all that, but just. So I made the decision that I'm not going to be on any side, because I'm not going to do anything to, call attention to myself. I'm just going to, put my head down. I'm going to submit all this stuff, get the confirmation for the test, go down and take the test, and then that's it. I'm done. They're not going to hear from me again. You know what I mean? So what do? I screw up and forget to put one of the things in to submit, and she has to email me and tell me that I screwed up. So I got the other page in. I still haven't actually heard back to, confirm me for the test, but I'm sure it'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll hear back.
Yeah, well, I submitted the thing per request, so we'll see what happens.
My apologies. There it is.
Yeah, hopefully that's all I needed to do. Anyway, they were asking about the bread.
Bread?
Yeah, Joan was asking about the bread.
Bread?
I do have the bread down here.
Do you have bread?
It's right there.
How much bread do you think Conkys got left,
well,
guys?
I'm gonna...
How much bread does everybody... Oh. That's Jane. Unfortunately, I think trick or treat's going to be around. I mean, guarantee the candy companies will not let that one go.
Yep.
No, that's. I think Halloween's probably the candy's biggest day, and then you got Valentine's Day, and then you got Christmas, and then you got Easter. I mean,
2 slices left.
2 slices.
Half
One
loaf. 2 slices left.
Too much.
Too much.
Like
and
that
never
one.
too much. 4 slices gone. Half loaf. Half loaf. Any more guesses? 2 slices gone because you didn't have time to make it till last night. That's a good guess, Jane Lord.
That's a good guess, but
We'll have to see. Beth says full loaf. Nancy says a fresh loaf.
none. None.
Dana says bagels.
Bagel, I love that. They just know if there's no bread, there's bagels.
Yeah. And half.
And I gotta be careful now because
1 slice for Noreen. Noreen usually eats the
I eat the heels.
the ends when it gets down to
they're
that.
still good. I like the heels.
And another full loaf guess. All right, let's show you the bread. It is. I would call that
You got enough for breakfast tomorrow.
maybe a third loaf.
Yeah.
2, maybe. Well, there's at least 3 slices left there. Maybe 2 regular ones and 2 thin slices.
I know.
That's-
You have to let me know if you want me to bake a loaf for you tomorrow or
Nah, just do it Monday.
do it Monday. Okay, so then you know how to watch how you're cutting your bread then.
Yeah, I'll do 2 regular slices tomorrow for breakfast, and then
Okay.
2.
Yeah, it was funny yesterday. We went to our monthly chiropractor appointment, and usually right next door to the chiropractor is a Wally weed.
Oh,
I don't call it Wally World. I call it Wally weed because you might walk in there and get a contact eye here in the state of Ohio. So I went into Wally weed, and I had actually get in the line because I just love these people who take up 2 cartloads full of stuff to the self-serve aisles. Well, I'm not going to stand here for that. So
you really don't have to get me those crackers, and you really don't have to give me the bread if it's.
No, I don't mind. I just think it's funny. He has he has a particular type of cracker he likes. He likes the Lance's cream and chives crackers. Now, one thing I will say for, Walmart, they do have reasonable prices, and they actually sell them in boxes of 20 servings of these, you can get them in the cracker, containers and all that for like $1.25. So they have like 20 packs of 6 crackers in each pack for like $7 something. So I usually get 2 because he really likes them. He takes them with him when he goes out for the day and stuff, and he's always got them. And of course they got his bread there, his frozen Rhodes frozen loaves. That's the bread that I use. I can get a nice pack of 5 for like $6.59 or something. So that's how we go there. It is what it is. Everybody's doing it. We're all trying to stretch that food bill. I mean, I know I can go to some stores and it'll be $8-9 for a pack of the 5. So you're trying to cut corners. We all do it. So going to Walmart for a bud and not beer.
So yesterday when we went to the Walmart,
Wally weed.
So I usually drop her off in front so that she doesn't have to walk, and then I tell her before she gets out of the car, I'm going to be in this row because I can't, sit here in the front of the store the whole time while you're in there and be waiting for her because I'll get run over,
Well, I have to confess, I forgot which car we drove. We drove your Subaru yesterday, which is normally we take my Subaru, but we drove your Subaru, and I was looking for my car, not your car.
Okay.
Chalk it up to getting old guys and the brain fogs, I'm sitting there looking for the back end of my car, and I should have been looking for the back end of his car. I actually had to call him, where are you?
I'm right where I said I would be.
Yeah, you were right where you said you would be. You're just not
I
the car I thought you would be in.
Yeah, but what really, anytime I haven't been to that store, I can't remember if I've ever been to that store where some jackass isn't going the wrong way down the
Oh, they all do.
the aisle where you drive. You know, they got the spaces pointing one way, so that means you're supposed to drive, you know, one way down and then turn around. No, every time I'm there, some idiot's always going the wrong way.
Yeah. And, you know, we do have a Walmart near us I could go to, but they don't sell the Lance crackers in the 20-pack box.
I'm sure there'd be some idiot going the wrong way there, too.
Probably. But, yeah, it's stuck. It's just right there. It's not an extra trip or anything. And that way we can keep Conky the crackers and bread that he loves. So, I mean, I don't mind it. I just find the whole experience of Walmart just kind of hilarious,
I could do without if I had to.
You could do without. No, I know. But why should you? I mean...
Well, because I could probably stand to lose a few pounds.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? You work hard for the money, too. You should be able to get stuff.
I should work a little harder so I could lose a few pounds.
He is, guys. He is trying. He's been getting on his recumbent bike.
Yeah, but that's not enough. I mean, I'm on my bike for, you know... You're
working yourself up.
I'm working myself up to where I'm on it for a half hour.
Yeah.
But that's not enough to...
Lenny goes, I call ours Wacky World when all the numbers...
Numbnuts.
Park in the no parking zones around the handicap spots. Yeah, that's a pain. Or park in the van accessible like they're pulling into a regular...
What I had to do one time...
no consideration.
Because I was up at the local... Actually, I was eating in Subway back when Subway actually had edible food.
They would actually put stuff on the sandwiches. You felt like you're eating
a sandwich. I don't know if there's still Subway up there or not, but it's like it was like in a I don't call it a strip mall or what, but you know the main store it's Acme now. It was probably Finest at the time, and there was a van. I was sitting in Subway eating. I think
I remember.
And there was a van, and this guy in the Subway, he was in a wheelchair, and he had his daughter with him. And some idiot in a Harley Davidson parked in that crosshatched area next to the van because he thought he was, you know, better than everybody else, and more important, he was going to put his motorcycle right there. And I'm sitting there eating, and this guy he left the Subway in his wheelchair, and he rolls himself out, and the door opens, and a ramp comes out, and the ramp could actually go to the ground, but he couldn't get his wheelchair on the ramp because it was like the motorcycle was right there. And I watched that for, you know, maybe 10 seconds before I realized the guy with the motorcycle, I don't know where he is. This guy's not going to be able to get in his van. His daughter's standing right there. And it was a young guy, too. I mean, he couldn't have been any older than, you know, early 30s.
Stuff happens to everybody, you know,
and
sadly.
So I forget whether I was done eating or not. I put my food in the trash.
All I know is you moved it.
I went out there, and I grabbed this damn motorcycle. And he had it to where the wheel... You couldn't turn the wheel, so the wheel was cocked to the left, and it was facing one direction. I just picked it up, I rolled it, and I sat that motorcycle right in the middle of the main driveway that goes in front of the stores, and left it there. I was pissed off enough. I felt like just dumping it on the ground.
Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah, you didn't.
But I think I made my point. So I left the motorcycle in the middle of the driveway and
the aisle
and walked away. So everybody driving in and out of the in front of the store had to go around this motorcycle. And I don't know. I'd love to have been there to see the guy's face when it came out. It would have been
if you could have moved it to a whole other spot. He would have really looking for it.
Well, here's the thing. It was locked where you could only go in a circle.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it would have been fun
if I could have steered that thing, I would have just I'd have rolled it. You know, who knows where.
That's just laziness. Just laziness.
No, it's just you. Put the damn thing in a parking spot if you want to park it.
Parking spot. Right. Too lazy. He didn't want to do the walk. Like, come on, dude. Everybody knows you don't do that.
But, like I said, I'd love to have been there to see the guy's face when it come out. But, you know, I just left.
He's lucky it didn't get towed, because that probably could have...
I don't know that it didn't get towed. Who knows?
True.
Somebody could have called it and towed it.
No,
I don't know.
You move it and, he knew what he was doing. He thought, I could just jump in and get back here. No, that's not how it works. You're lazy. You couldn't go and park in a spot.
But how many years ago was that?
That was a long time
That was
ago.
back when Subway had decent food. You remember when I did that?
I remember when you did that, yes.
Were you with me?
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay.
I remember exactly you doing it. You got out and you moved that motorcycle so the poor guy could get into his van.
We were in the subway, right?
I don't remember that.
I thought we were in the subway. Yeah. I remember the guy.
It's still up there, I think.
Is it? I don't know why.
People eat there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's different because it's a...
I wish they'd put a DeBello's up there.
Oh, man. I wouldn't have to buy groceries again. That would be
Yeah, I
dinner
would just
every
eat
night.
there every night. Eat there all the time. If anybody has a DeBello's in their area.
It's a good sub sandwich. I mean, you can taste the meat. So they put meat on it. I just remember that one time, the medalist, Kevin the medalist, our buddy, he went to Subway and ordered a couple sandwiches, and they were putting banana peppers on his, and he didn't want the banana peppers on his, and his wife wanted extra banana peppers. He goes, well, can you just take my banana peppers and put them on hers? Oh, no, we can't do that.
We have to charge her extra for the extra banana peppers she wants. And that was the last time we ate there.
That was the last time. I mean, come on. Customer service. Yep. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, sometimes it's better off going to your hometown places, I think, sometimes than just the chain.
Well, there's only one. Well, I can't say that because we went to Culver's today. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, as far as, like, sit-down restaurants go, there's only one sit-down restaurant I can stand to eat at anymore.
Is that Mexican complex?
No, the Roadhouse.
Oh, the Roadhouse, yeah.
Well, I mean chain, like national chains and all that.
Yeah. Roadhouse, they do a good job. They really work with the customer.
All the other sit-down, dine-in, dinner-type places are just unedible to me.
Yeah, that
are franchised like that.
The only thing you know about is if you're going to go to Texas for a house, you're probably going to hear screaming happy birthday about 2 or 3 times. But you know what? The food's decent. The service is good. What are you going to do? Seeing them walk like they have nothing wrong in life, then they have...
he's talking about,
Yeah.
Well, Lenny's got to park in those spots, too.
Sometimes you got to remember, too, a lot of people, they may not be walking problems, but they have heart problems.
Well, there's people that have heart conditions and things like that can get the sign. Another thing you got to keep in mind is I remember years ago, my dad, and I don't know if I ever said what happened to him, but he had heart surgery. And this was back in like the early 80s.
Me.
Yeah, before I met you. Mm-hmm. He had heart surgery, and it was some sort of bypass where they took a piece of vein or something out of his leg, and they forgot and they left a clamp in his leg or something like that. And he was home, and I don't know if he had chest pains or what, but they had to take him back to the hospital, and they noticed he had a spot on his leg. And what they said was, and if you're sensitive to the description of pain, you might want to not listen to this.
No, what it was...
What they said was, if they had gangrene in his leg, and if they'd have taken the time to prep him for surgery, he'd have died. If they'd have taken time to numb his leg, he'd have lost his leg. One doctor threw himself across my dad, and the other one took a scalpel and cut a piece of... muscle out that long out of his, I think it was his left leg. And no anesthesia, no numbing of the leg, nothing. They saw it, they cut it out. And so he never walked right after that, and he always had to have a handicap thing on the windshield. The reason we didn't have the plates was because after that he rarely drove, so we didn't necessarily need it a lot, but he was... he was a Mason, and he had different, they do like stakeouts and cookouts and different functions that they did. And one of them, they rented a pavilion at Macca Park, a local park around here. And I remember one time he drove himself, and I drove myself, and him and my mom.
Because his mom did not drive.
And he was actually able to, at the time, you were allowed to drive your car all the way up to the pavilion, unload it, but then you couldn't leave your car there. So I drove and I parked in a regular spot, but there's also like a swimming pool there, where there was like a public pool where, I mean, you had to pay to get in, but it wasn't like a membership thing. I don't think you even had to live in the city. So it was a pretty busy parking lot, but the handicap spot was not taken. It happened to be the closest spot open to where my dad was, and I knew he was going to have to walk back to his car. So, when he got done unloading everything, he went out of the car for the thing he was putting on. I took his car and I parked it in the handicap spot for him, put the placard on, and then got out and I must have been 20 at the time, and some old biddy in the pool looking at me like I'm, stealing a spot that somebody could have used. It's like, no, that's my dad's car. He's handicapped. You want me to jump this fence and...
Yeah, I know.
Make you wish you didn't look at me like that? I will, but mind your own business.
I know, sometimes...
Is basically what I...
Yeah. Because sometimes I have to, take my stepmom to appointments and stuff, and we always grab her placard so I can, help get her into where she needs to go. I have to pull out. Sometimes it might be just the walker, and sometimes she actually needs the wheelchair because she fell and broke her leg or her hip, I should say, and now she has problems walking. So you got gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the story of what happened to my dad when I was a kid.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Well, he never was right after that.
No.
He never did walk right after that. Yeah. And my dad, how should I put this? He,
you're about.
If I tell you about my dad, you'll be confused because he went to Cornell. He graduated Cornell and became a surgeon. And that's where he met my mom. She was in the hospital for something, and he was, working, attending physician. Mm-hmm. And he wound up retiring from Goodyear as an electrician. So figure that out. I can't.
No. Sometimes things don't work out like you think they're going to work out, and you got to switch gears.
Yes, something happened, and nobody ever talked about it. But it was something that caused him not to want to be a surgeon anymore.
That's not easy work. I mean, I know some people talk about, how doctors seem cold at times, but it's gotten to a point that doctors have to learn to shield themselves because it's hard.
I think that's what happened.
It's hard. It's hard.
But anyway, my dad had such a respect for the medical profession. He never... Mm-hmm. He had such a respect for the medical profession and such a hatred for attorneys, which is why, as much as I wanted to be an attorney, that's why I never did it.
I know, and you would have been a great one too.
So
you could do that job. You could have done that job wonderfully.
He had a perfect malpractice suit. He could have sued the hospital for what happened to him, and he never did. Didn't want to. He just kind of suffered in silence, and that was it. He didn't want to add to the problem of the high cost of healthcare.
No, in dealing with attorneys, and we've all seen what's like what Jeremy's been going through and stuff. It's not easy.
Well, I started to talk about Jeremy and the thing he wanted me to restore.
Wow.
There was apparently something, and I apologize, I don't get to watch all of Jeremy's videos, but there was I want to say a rocking horse because it wasn't really a horse. Some sort of a rocking mechanism. I might be able to say antique. I mean, it could be 100 years old. I doubt it, though. It looked like it was more from like the 30s or 40s. Mm-hmm.
Anymore
that
now,
was probably found in a storage
unit. That's antique now anymore.
No, antique is 100 years old. That's one of the things.
1930 is like right around the corner, my friend.
So it looked like it had been like used by somebody who weighed way more than it should have handled it. It was like all bent and it's got some rust on it. So he wants me to restore it for baby Castiel.
Oh, and I'm assuming that he's going to want you to do a video.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Castiel.
Yeah. So that's something I got to get done before the kid grows up. So if that doesn't light a fire under me to get back down here, well, that's part of setting the computer up upstairs to do my work. I got kind of the point where I was doing my work for my day job down here.
Oh yeah, this is
like I've got service reports here that I've been entering in and all that. So I'm moving all that back upstairs so I can reconcentrate my efforts on doing the toy restorations.
Oh, that would be nice too. Then I would cut my having to run. It's sometimes, guys. It's at a point that I've been up and down these stairs enough that I don't want to come back down them. And if I want to get a hold of him, I would text him. Oh, dinner's ready. You ready for dinner now?
Yeah.
Do you know where Eddie is? Is he's down there with you? Because I just don't want to come back down here. I mean.
And there's times where my phone's even upstairs and she texts me and I see it on the screen there. And I type in, yes, Eddie's down here, or I'll be right up for dinner, whatever.
We've had to do that. Yeah, because, I can only take going up and down these stairs.
Or, I mean, she usually sits right up there so we can shout back and forth, I guess.
We've done that a few times, too. But it's just easier to just text and send, That way, there's no, what'd you say? What'd you say? Because we've done that, too.
I can't hear you.
So it's kind of nice that he is going to be upstairs a little bit more often, I'm sure Eddie will like that too, because then he doesn't have.
Well, I have to put a bed. You see, Eddie's got his bed down there from when I'm working down here. I'll just have to put a bed under the one table.
We got another bed somewhere around here he can use.
Oh, we got beds all over the place.
The dog's got more beds and places to lay down than we do. And he thinks that our bed is his bed, and we're just lucky enough to get to sleep on it.
Yeah, we feel so privileged that we can sleep on our bed.
Yes, because you're spoiled and doted on.
He knows we're talking about him, too.
Oh, yeah, he's coming over. Oh, yeah, he wants lovin's.
He wants his belly rubbed.
Yes.
Eddie, you're a goofball.
He is, but he's a lovable goofball. And nobody wants to look at your butt. They want to see
they don't see your butt.
They want to see your cute face. Show them your cute face. Look at that cute face. Oh,
all they see is a schnout.
There he is. Everybody wants to see your cute face.
Edward says Eddie's got more beds than a hotel. Yeah, I bet he does.
Oh, he gets service as well.
Well, he's got this bed here, the one down there. There's another. There's like a big pink pillow over here next to it. If he really wants to stretch out, or he can just lay on the pink pillow if he wants to. He's got
a bed upstairs.
A bed upstairs in the living room. Mm-hmm. He's got
a bed in my office.
A bed in your office. There's actually a bed in our bedroom too, but he doesn't lay on it. He just jumps on the bed.
We kind of keep it there in memory of Roxy.
Yeah, that's where
Roxy
slept.
had to sleep on there. She couldn't get up the stairs anymore. Or jump on, definitely was getting too big.
Well, no, she never did jump on the bed.
And then it got to the point that, she could not even, because,
So, I mean, she used to be able to get up on the couch, and I got reminded of that when I, set the computer up upstairs and saw some of the old pictures. Mm-hmm. Where she'd get herself up on the couch and tear into something. Most of the pictures of her, she's tearing into some sort of food. She's found a wrapper or a sleeve of crackers. I've got pictures of her because I used to have, back when I built the garage, I had chopped down a bunch of trees and I had a bunch of log piles in the background. I got pictures of her climbing the log piles, like standing on log piles that are 4 foot high. Yeah. And
she was about 10 at that time.
Yeah, but that was, keep in mind, we brought her home thinking we're just going to give her, she's going to maybe last a few months because she was so sad and overweight when we got her.
Yep.
I had no idea she was going to come home and start crawling on log piles.
She started getting outside and started losing some weight. And you, like I said, you gave that dog a second lease on life, bringing her home. I mean, she got as much time with her original daddy as she did with you.
Yeah, well, like I said, she got every ounce of life she could out of the whole body. She did.
Every ounce of life out of her until it was just, we knew it was time.
Yeah, I miss my Roxy.
Well, I do too. And speaking of time,
it's time for us to
so long.
Say goodnight to everybody.
Farewell. Beatles saying goodnight. All right, you guys. Thank you to all 6 of you hanging out with us. We truly appreciate you taking your time. You guys have a great week. Watch out for the beggars, and we will see you back here next Saturday in the month of November. November 1st, guys.
1st.
You guys take care. We love you. Thank you. Good night.
Night.